Hi, happy July the 10th. That's the day I'm recording this, and if you're seeing it on a different day, that's fine too. Happy day, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to read something on this day, July the 10th. On July the 10th in 1509, John Calvin was born. So today, July the 10th, is the birthday of John Calvin. And I'm reading this from a Pilgrim's Almanac, which if you've seen my videos before, I've used this many times. So they say, the birthday of John Calvin, one of the foremost leaders of the Protestant Reformation in 1509. Okay, so he initiated the first great division in the early Protestant movement by separating from the Lutherans in 1561. His teachings are embodied in the Presbyterian and other Reformed Protestant churches. On this day, have a reformation of your spiritual life as you renew your prayers by investing them with greater love for God. I think that's great. So, reading that, I have studied John Calvin, in Bible college and talked about him in seminary. And, as a follower of the Jesus way, many people know about John Calvin. If you're interested in theology, we know his tulip theology. But he was a mover and shaker in his world. And so out of this little part of the devotional, two things stand out for me. One is that who will be born on this day that will be a mover and a shaker? Who, somewhere in the world, on July the 10th, 2020, will be born that will shake the foundations of the world? And then another thing that occurs to me, because I'm a pro-life, who will be murdered in the womb on this day that will never see the light of day? Two kind of contrasting thoughts. And then, of course, the world needs reformation, especially now with this spirit of fear that is the dark side has pushed and quite fairly successfully oppressed the human race. And so I just want to push back in the name of Jesus, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, the darkness that has overcome the world. And I speak life and light to the world and ask you, Creator, for reformation. Bring another reformer. Hopefully that reformer's been born already and we don't have to wait 20 or 30 years, which, I might still be around, but we need reformation today. So let reformation begin in your heart. And I begin reformation in my heart. Help me, Creator, to return to my first love, those early days when I first started worshiping you and serving you and was so enthusiastic and so passionate for worship. Revive me, Creator. And then there's also a second part for July the 10th. Also on this day in 1962, 58 years ago, was the launching of the first privately owned satellite, and that was done by AT&T, and enabled live TV pictures to be transmitted across the Atlantic. Consider today the miracle of television, which has shrunk our world to the size of a backyard. And as the world shrinks, our hearts must equally expand to meet the challenge of being faced with global concerns. That is so true. We no longer can use ignorance as an excuse, if we ever did do that, but the world has been shrunk to the size of our backyard, to the size of our living room, right in our face, on our TVs, on our cell phones, like literally in our face. And so television, a satellite, which I personally believe Creator gave those people the wisdom and the knowledge to do all that for a reason. So an interesting day today on July the 10th, the birthday of John Calvin in 1509, and the launching of the first privately owned satellite in 1962. So July the 10th, what will you make of this day today? What impact will you have in the world today and on your own spirit? So thanks for watching. The Lord bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. See you next time.